Welcome, Unstuckers, to Casual Friday, where we take a mo to have a mini mastermind to problem solve, set goals, and keep the ball rolling on our own businesses. This week on the podcast, Josh educated us about Seth Godin's new book, The Practice. So if you missed it, go check that out. Cheers.
You are so smooth and casual and calm and in command this Friday, Cel.
Happy fucking Friday, Josh!
Happy fucking Friday, Cel. There we go. There we go. That's better.
All right, Josh, tell me about your goals from last week. Did you keep them?
You're just eager to spend my money, aren't you?
Fuck yeah.
Well, let me put it this way. You cannot spend my money. Nope, absolutely not. Because I did my goals. But let me tell you this. So last week, I really felt like I was kind of underperforming and making the goals. Like it didn't seem like I had enough writing on it because it wasn't going to take me a long time. But as it worked out, as it happens, I am super glad that I did these goals because they wouldn't be done today had I not said them last week to you with money writing online.
Having an accountability buddy.
Yeah. So last night I sunsetted. I started the process of sunsetting the podcast startup course. Sent the email.
Nice.
Made the plan. Did all the stuff. I did it last night because I just didn't want to. Had a kind of a busy week, and I was like, I can do that later. But then, last night rolls around, and I'm like, I better do this, otherwise.
Shit.
Cel's going to donate $50 of my money to the American Nazi Party, American Nazi Party. And boy, what a party it is. They're not having my money. So there's that. And then the other one was a little less dependent on me. I made that one as a backup because the other one I was in less control because somebody else was mixing my song. But what happened? I expected to get the song by Monday of this week, ready to go.
Okay.
And I had said last week, caveat, if I can get it by Monday, I will pitch it to 5 places by the time we get on the air. I did not get the song by Monday. I got the song finished and back in my control of things last night. Now, even though I had the caveat of I don't have to do this. I said if I get it by Monday, and that's I can't control. I chose to do it anyway. So just this morning, just before we recorded, I have no idea the status of these pitches, but the song is out there.
Oh my god!
I got all the
Congrats.
stuff done, and I, as far as like paperwork and all the information that people would need if they hear the song, like the song, and want it now, like they'll have all the information in front of them, which took a while. It took like an hour to kind of organize all that stuff. And I sent it out to existing contacts pretty much. That's what made that part kind of fast. But at least, I have people who kind of like my style of music. So I just figured, hey, here's another one. And I just sent it out. So we'll see what happens there. But that reminded me of something that I'm going to tell you about during my 10 minutes. Let me write that down.
Excellent.
Okay. So that's me. I did my goals. How about you, Cel?
I also did my goals, but I feel like I only did my goals. So I had 2 goals. One, to do a giveaway and execute that, and then whatever. I did that. Like the giveaway ended the giveaway ended Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and literally just before we went on the air, like to record this, I announced the winners live on Instagram, and it was fine. Nice. I'll give you guys I'll give you guys an update on that in the 10 minutes. It was fine. Great. It was fine. And then my other goal was to create a description page for my big course, and that is up on my website. So that's proof that it exists. Thank you for your help this week, Josh. I really appreciate it. And so I did get my shit done. So nice. The NRA will not be getting my money.
Oh, well, there you go. So far, the NRA has $0 of your money, and the American Nazi Party has $0 of my money. Let's keep this streak going, shall we?
Holla!
Also, it's good for our businesses. We're getting shit done. Look at us go.
All right, dude, you're 10 minutes on the clock.
Okay, here we
Are
go.
you
Lots of
ready?
mini
Go.
updates this week. All right.
Cool.
One, the thing I just remembered that I was like, ooh, I want to say that during my 10 minutes. Hey, if always proofread your stuff. Especially,
Oh, shit.
especially if you're slightly dyslexic. And if you are slightly dyslexic, I highly recommend having someone else proofread your stuff. Uh,
Oh,
let me
no.
tell you a little thing that I have no idea how much this cost me. It could be nothing. It could be thousands. One number wrong. so as I was just saying, I put all the information in for the song, the new song that I'm just pitching. I've got a few songs out
Yeah.
there. Some of them are represented by licensing agencies for pitching, etc. They've got my information, my contact information, my phone number. If you have one number off in your phone number, they can't call you. So
Oh,
now,
no.
to be fair, they did also have my email address, and I got no emails in the last year that this song has been represented by this other company. But I know sometimes things are really fast in the industry, and they just call somebody and go, if they answer and say yes, I'm taking it. If they don't answer, I'm moving on, because that's how fast things work sometimes. So if they called me, I called the number that was not my number that I had written in, um, and it does not go to anyone. So it just says this call cannot be completed as dialed.
Oh,
So at
no.
least it's nobody. But
Yeah.
also, for all I know, people have tried to license that song in the last year and haven't been able to get a hold of me,
Fuck.
which would suck. But for all I know, nobody's called that number. So who knows? But I realized that as I was doing this morning, I sent everything out, and it was like, I was just doing a test because it's a Google Voice number. It's not my actual phone number. So I was just doing a test on myself to make
Yeah.
sure I could get through to me and be contacted quickly. And it didn't work. And then I went, oh, like
Oh, my
it's what I always
gosh.
do. Like the real number starts 226, and I wrote 266.
Mm.
um, so point being, whoops a daisy donkey do. It's fixed now, but I think this has put a newfound onus on well, on my assistant, actually. She's going to be getting a lot of, will you proofread this and make sure I didn't make any stupid dyslexic mistakes? So that's fun. That's just your free advice for the day.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Let's see what else. For the JBit tech business, the IT business, I've been replacing a lot of batteries in laptops in the last like month. Just for whatever
Hmm.
reason, everyone wants their battery replaced right now. Sometimes things just happen in bunches. But I realized I was saying the same thing to everybody. Now, disclaimer, like not all batteries operate the same way, but I just kind of say this to everyone, blanket statement, because one, a lot of batteries are benefited by this, and two, even if they're not, I think my clients really like hearing that there's something to do with the new battery. It makes it feel more official. Like I've noticed when I don't say anything, I'm just like, there you go, good luck, bye. Um, they follow up with questions, et cetera, et cetera. But if I say, hey, so new battery rules, you want to just drain this all the way, then you want to charge it up all the way, then you want to drain it again, then you want to charge it up
Yeah.
all the way, and then you can just continue as normal. But that's going to give your battery the best shot at having full capacity when it's brand new.
Huh.
Now, not all that used to be very, very common. Not all batteries operate that way anymore, but still a lot of them come with the labels. And
Yeah.
one of the person's batteries came with a little cheat sheet of those
Yeah.
instructions, basically, and I gave it to them. And it's like, that's smart. So I went to Canva and I made a little cheat sheet, like a cheat sheet business card with my logo on it that says like, here's what you do. Call me if you got issues, kind of a thing, because I figure
Yeah.
most people don't necessarily retain all that information, even though it's kind of a simple instruction. It's a lot to take in, especially if you're scared by tech. So I
Yeah.
just put it all on a business card, and then my plan was to export that from Canva and go to like Vistaprint or something, because I have like a local printer I go to, but I only wanted like 50 cards because I don't do this so often that I need like 500
Yeah.
or whatever. Well, I just go to Vistaprint, get 50. And Canva right there was like, "Hey, you want to print them and order them right here?" And I was like, "All right." So I clicked next, and it was super easy because it was all within Canva, so there was no issues with exporting and bleed and all this crap for printing. Right,
Hmm.
it was just there, and it was cheap. I didn't do a price quote on Vistaprint, but like from what I remember, like it's on par, maybe a little cheaper than Vistaprint, which is cool.
Hmm.
And I got Canva's cheapest option because these aren't like my real business cards. It's just like a little reminder sheet thing.
Yeah.
So I just got the cheapest, thinnest, no extra whatever thing. Cost me like $11 for 50 of them.
Wow.
And they came in and they are higher quality and thicker cardstock than Vistaprint's more expensive options that I've gotten. Not its
Wow.
most expensive, not its thickest, but yeah, I've gotten Vistaprint's cheap options, and those things are just like paper. Like you can, there's no rigidity to the card, right?
Yeah.
And the
Wow.
cheapest at Canva was like the thickest at Vistaprint, and I was like, ooh. So I'm very impressed by that. That was my first experience printing from Canva, and it
Very
came very
nice.
quickly. It came in a very cute little bougie, uh, like indie kind of packaging. I was like, that's cute. Um, but yeah, it came fast. It came good quality, good price. I like it. So I'm gonna probably do it again
Cool.
next time I need to print something like that, and I'll report back if my opinion changes. But so far, 1 for 1.
Good shit, Canva.
Yeah, and then I think like handing that to a client with their new battery is going to be like, oh, like I feel like something really happened because I got to pay attention to this, and it's easy to follow directions. So there's a lot of confidence building. Just having that
Yeah.
stupid card is is what I'm thinking. Um,
Look at that.
yeah. So far I've handed that out to one person. They really liked it. They were like, oh, this is great. It's all right here. I'm like, is it? So I look super professional and awesome. And that's pretty much what my week's been like. um,
Well, that's good.
yeah, I think at this point I need to start building a 505 Songworks website for my music stuff.
Okay.
My publishing company is 505 Songworks. I own the domain. I just never made a website for it yet. But now I've got enough music and I've got enough local contacts that I can start talking to other musicians locally. My idea for my dream for 505 Songworks is not only exporting my music and getting paid, but like export New Mexican music to the world. Because I know a lot of musicians here, so who
Very
love to
cool.
like gig and play out and don't want to deal with this crap. And I don't like to spend all night at a bar. I'd rather make a business out of it and record music in my home. so,
Yeah.
um, so I figure I could help out my buddies who love to play concerts and maybe just like take their recordings and every so often give them a check, you know? Hey, it
Yeah.
was used in this TV show. Here's a check. Um, so I realize I need to start working on that. And that's been like a back of my head massive project to undertake, like start making a brand new website for a brand new company that I don't have time for. But what I need to do this week is really start breaking that down. Like I don't need to say like I'm going to have a website next week as a goal, right? But I do need to like take them baby steps. Like let me get a homepage design because that leads to so much else in terms of format and layout and all
Oh,
this
yeah.
stuff, right? Like if I could do that
Totally.
this week, that would probably be great. And then, you know, if I break it down, I could probably have within a month or maybe even less, like the full thing running. But but it's hard. It's hard. Hard knock life doing trying to run a whole separate startup outside of JBit Tech. But now that
For
podcast
sure.
startup course is going away, that's where I'm going to put my extra time. So
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, just break it down into baby steps. You should really listen to this podcast, the Unstuck Institute.
Hmm.
They do a really good job of breaking that down.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll look them up.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool. Cool, cool.
yeah. Oh, I also like just before we recorded this, I did an Unstuck Unplugged live interview on Instagram. Our first not you and me interview. So if any of our listeners out there like the Instagram, we go live twice a week with service-based business people and asked some quick questions. Took about 10 minutes, and we got a lot of knowledge out of how they started their business. So that's our
Very
that's our
cool.
goal. It was fun to start that, so I'm excited for more.
Yeah, I'm stoked for next week. Unfortunately, my person didn't get back to me this week, but it's fine, guys. It's all part of
Yep,
the gig,
yeah,
right?
we're 2 times a week if the people get back to us.
Yeah. Dude, one comment about your proofreading thing. It happens to the best of us. I sent out like 4 podcast pitches where I had XYZ podcast
Ugh.
still in the email.
I remember you telling
LOL.
me about that. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes you gotta slow down,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Any questions that you have this week? I think you're on track, dude. Like your mindset has really shifted back to music, and I feel like you're passionate about it. Like there's more passion here than there was with the podcast startup course. So it's
Yeah,
exciting to see that.
yeah. Um, no real questions. Just I like that feedback. Like, do I sound like I'm on the right track? Um, oh, and I will say that the open rate of my existing students at Podcast Startup Course, it's amazing when you have people already bought in, was 64%.
Hey yo.
And I like that I can see that because I'm gonna just keep hammering the people that don't open it until they open it so that they get the notification, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but I told them, by the way, in the email to them, I was like, "Hey, look, you signed up for lifetime access. You're gonna get that. It's just not gonna be
Yeah.
like teachery.com anymore." Um, and some of you got the bonus where you get an hour with me to go over your podcast. You'll still get that. My email is a free Gmail, so it'll just stay there.
Yeah.
so, um, so no one responded, but a lot of people opened it, and I think I don't think they would respond positively, but if they were going to respond, it would probably be like, "What the hell?" And no one was like that. So
Yeah.
I think they feel well taken care of, and I want to keep taking care of them.
Yeah.
That'll be fun, but I will shed the costs of money and time of trying to get new students. So
Very cool. Yeah. I think that it's good that you are kind of letting that go because it I don't want to talk dirty about podcasters because we are them, but like, dude, some people should not be them.
talk
Like,
dirty.
end of story. I mean, guys, real talk. If you want to be a podcaster out there, bring the same work ethic that you have in your solo entrepreneurship to your podcast. Yeah, you're probably not getting paid for it, but like, also, don't be fucking lax about it. Like, you should take it seriously. By that, I mean respond to people's emails, even if you don't want them on your show. Respond to their friggin' emails. Give them the time of day. Just be kind and be like, no, thank you. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll look elsewhere. That would be their response. 2, show up on time for your podcast that you have scheduled. And don't bail 30 minutes before. You can't even imagine how many times that has happened. Not just to us, but like to me as well. Like, okay, I'm almost done with my rant. I have one more. Lastly, just because you are a podcaster doesn't mean you are a good host. You have to listen to the person you are interviewing and like have questions based off of that. And like sometimes, yeah, I get it, dude. Like I'm not a good host either sometimes, but like holy shit, if you just have a list of questions in front of you and you don't have a conversation with the person and you're just like asking question after question, whew, it's rough.
Thus concludes Chalestina's rant.
I came off my high horse.
Yeah, just because you're a podcaster doesn't mean you're good, Josh. I got it. All right, Chell, got it. All right, Chell. Well,
Okay.
let's hear about your week.
Oh my god, that was now I'm like thinking back, this is gonna be really embarrassing to have live on the air, but that's fine, guys. It's great. Just being real.
Hey,
Fuck.
look, we're all learning and growing in our own ways. Some of us better and faster than
Excellent.
others. All right, 10 minutes. Go.
Okay, so my goals last week, we mentioned them earlier, the giveaway and creating the page online. What I learned from the giveaway this week is that just because you put a giveaway out there doesn't mean you're going to get hundreds of followers, guys. Like, that's not how this fucking works.
No?
No. No. I got like
No.
15, maybe 20, if that. But like it was fine. I think I could have improved like outreach on it. And by that, I mean, I'm not really sure what that would look like yet. Maybe doing a collaboration and like networking up with someone who does have more followers than me and just doing like, not like a follow train, but like a double follow. Like they have to follow that person and me and like, I don't know, like two people or whatever, or like tag two people. So I think my approach on that is going to change because now I have 15 followers and I'm giving out 3 Starbucks gift cards at $10 each. So I just paid $2 a follower. Jesus Christ, that's stupid.
It's like that $2
So,
an email lead I was getting before.
ugh, I've never done this before. So like it was fine. It was a good learning experience. My business coach said to like post it multiple times, but I've looked at other people's giveaways and they're not posting it multiple times. I also don't know how I would find the oh, I guess I could. No. I don't know how I would find the winners, like determine the winners if I had multiple posts of the giveaway. So
Mm.
this is something I think I just need to like look at with a different lens going forward. And I think a collaboration would probably be the best way to successfully do a giveaway in the future and perhaps not offer $30 Starbucks gift cards and maybe just offer like an hour with me or something like that. So I'm not like paying for people. I feel schmutzy like paying for people too, you know?
Yeah,
I
for
don't know.
sure.
Well, my quarter goal is still to have 1,200 followers, so I'll keep you updated on that. I'm at 880 now. It's fine.
880. All right. All right.
880, maybe 884. I don't know. Okay, so that was like my big goal this week. I've kind of added to my list of things that I need to do, but I really only did the two things that were on my list this week, which is really shit to be completely honest. So I'm gonna have a more of a laundry list of getting goals done because apparently the only way I can get things done is to have money on the line. Um, so yeah, be ready for my laundry list of goals for this week that I need to get done.
Excellent.
So I'm very excited. So I think looking forward, I don't really have any questions for this week, but looking forward, I think broadening my outreach on Clubhouse is going to be my next thing.
Mm.
So I'm going to explore that a little bit this week, but also I've read that tying it back to Instagram is imperative, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
having like the conversation that you have tie back to what you're doing on Instagram, tie back to the courses that you have, the offers that you have, and really generate that conversation around it. So I think I'm going to do something along the lines. Actually, maybe I do have a question. This might be helpful. So on Clubhouse, I am going to start a chat. I don't know what the fuck they're called. I don't know the terminology on Clubhouse. I'm going to start a group, a chat, whatever. Um, of like a live mama what's in your pantry. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
have moms come on, grab something that's in their pantry and then I'll rather than like going live with them like I currently do on Instagram, it's just going to be on a different platform where I'm speaking about it rather than them seeing me. And I talk with my hands, but I guess you're not really losing a lot if you're not really seeing my hands move all
Look,
the time.
podcast listeners don't even know that you talk with your hands, so they're
if the
like, "Do
fact that I'm
you?
from
All right."
if the fact that I'm Italian and from New York didn't give it away that I talk with my hands, who are you? Like, who are you? Oh, Penny! You
Penny's
guys
here,
really
but
need to
she's being
watch on
quiet
YouTube.
this time. Why are you doing this?
um, so I don't know if that's. I mean, yeah. What's your feedback on that? I think that that's going to be my approach for this coming week, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I need more of a following first to make that feasible or not, but
Yeah, I don't
I
know
think I'm going to
how
try it.
you get people in Clubhouse yet. Um,
Yeah.
wow, my whole computer just went black. I hope you can still hear me and see me.
Yeah, you're good.
Weird. Oh, it's back. That was bizarre. Anyway, whew. Um, so I don't know how Clubhouse works as far as how people discover the conversations happening yet.
Yeah.
I've played around a little bit, but I'm excited that you're going to play around with it because I want to know, and I don't have time really to
Yeah.
explore. Um,
Yeah.
Nor am I really doing anything now that I think Clubhouse would be helpful for what I'm up to. except Unstuck. Maybe we should do Casual Fridays in Clubhouse at the same time.
Ooh,
Ooh, we could see how
dude,
Unstuck
you
does.
you know what else you could do? You could do jam sessions.
Ooh, I could do jam session. That's well, it depends on the delay. Like I'm doing a lot of co-writing over Zoom right now, and that's the delay is like just enough that it's like, okay, you play everything, and I'll see how it sounds.
Oh, that's
But
rough.
if we try to
Yeah.
go together, it's like, I can't wait to get back to songwriting in person. Although some of my co-writers don't exist in the same state, so that'll always be a problem. But anyway,
Fair.
so yeah, I think you're on the right track. I think that's something worth exploring for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I would say getting them back to Instagram is great, but if you can get their emails, that's even better, right?
Yeah.
So like if as far as course sales are concerned, right? So like I feel like getting them from this is not a lot of research, this is how I kind of feel about it, but like getting them from one social media to the other is like a lot of work for still
Yeah.
fighting the algorithm at a different location, right?
Yeah.
Um
Ooh, speaking of the algorithm, let me
yeah.
get to another story after you're done.
Okay, well just that versus having direct access to their inbox. So if you could lead
Yeah.
them to a mailing list sign up giveaway thing and collect emails, I think that would be better because then as part of that email list, you can also be like, this is what happened on Instagram. Go follow
Yeah.
me. You know.
That's that's smart. So I actually have like a mommy, I guess, busy family like Facebook group where I ask for their email addresses as like a pre-joining question.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe even getting them there because I think having that community built up is going to be imperative as well.
Yeah.
So maybe from Clubhouse to there, get their email addresses from that, have their email addresses, and then I don't want to say bombard them with information, but
And
casually flow information into their inbox.
bombard. And I would maybe try all of those things. Try Instagram, try
Okay.
an email thing, and try a
Okay.
Facebook group. Um, and just see what works. Cause like, yeah, email's king, but if you can only collect two versus getting 50 followers on Instagram,
Yeah.
then just stick with the thing that people clearly are like, I can transition from here to here. You know, test whatever
Yeah.
works and whatever gets people to do something, do more of that.
Yeah. Totally. So I think I rocked the Instagram algorithm
Yeah.
this Thursday evening. So I went on at 6 p.m. knowing that I had a live at 7. So 6 p.m. I did the giveaway um, the giveaway announcement. So that
Hmm.
maybe took like 5 or 6 minutes, and then immediately I went into responding to messages that I already had, and then I posted a reel, and then I stayed on the platform for another like 30, 45 minutes. I took a 10-minute break because my husband called me. And then I got back on at 7 to go live. And I was live for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. My reel got 1,100 views in
Whoa.
45 minutes.
Nice.
And like, Clarity by Zed is a 7-year-old song, 8-year-old song. Like, it's not like it's popping right now. So it
So
was just
old.
I mean, it brings back good memories for me of being like 21 and like in California. It was fucking cool, man. But like,
Whatever. I got a song that was finished yesterday, so boom.
can I get it on TikTok though, or what?
I have a tab open actually telling me how to do those things. How to get them on Reels and TikTok.
Excellent. I will be sure to do one with your song.
Yes.
But like, dude, like cracking that algorithm was really fucking cool. So like you really need to be on the program or the platform for an extended period of time for it to benefit you in any way, shape, or form. But that's really fucking cool. I think I got like 25 likes, one comment, no follows from it, but it's really interesting how that works. And I don't know if like adding hashtags at the bottom would benefit it at all. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to try that next time
Mm-hmm.
that I have an hour and a half to spend on Instagram. But it was really cool to see it work for me and not just like peter out at 400 or 500.
Right. Right. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you've been putting that together for a while, but you finally did it in practice, and you saw results. So that's cool.
Yeah. I've had a couple of I've had a couple of Reels videos go, I would say like low key viral, like over 1,000, like 1,600. But like one was like a Christmas song, and then the other one was like my first reel ever. So I feel like Instagram is really like, OMG, this is your first reel ever. Let's boost you and boost your ego and make you feel super important and continue doing reels. And then like the rest of my videos were shit. And then I did one Christmas song, and then I did like a 2 ingredient brownie that got like 1,600 views too. But this is the fastest response I've gotten. So it's just cool to know that it works if you actually do it. But they want you to
Right.
spend like an hour plus on the app. So
And so you
there's give and take
basically,
with
for
it
your
for sure.
business, have to consider that being your marketing time, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I spend all day fixing computers, so it's hard for me to spend an hour and a half on Instagram. But luckily, I don't really have to for my IT business. But for your course sales,
Hmm.
where you're information based, it makes perfect sense that you're not spending time doing the course because it's pre-done. So
Yeah.
you spend more time just marketing, which is be on Instagram before you post something and mess with that algorithm.
Thank you for phrasing it like that, because I feel like every day I'm like half ass going through the day and not really doing anything. But like, really, my goal right now is to be out there and market, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's what it breaks down to.
you're pretty close to a full-time marketer in your the way your business is structured right now. You know, you've done
Yeah.
the work on the product. Now it's just getting it out
Damn, dude.
there.
Maybe that's why this is so frustrating for me. Like,
Because you hate
I don't
marketing.
even think that. Well, yeah. Dude, and that episode hasn't even come out yet. Oh
Just
my
you wait,
gosh.
unstuckers.
Oh my gosh.
We
Yeah.
both
But I think,
discovered recently that we both hate the marketing part, and we'll tell you all about it in an upcoming, already recorded but not yet released episode of the Unstuck Institute.
this all makes sense though. Why have I just had this aha moment right now,
You're a
literally
full
months
time
into this?
marketer, yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe you should hire a marketer.
Yo, first course sale. I'm hiring a marketer.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Fuck.
that's
Okay, wow.
yeah.
Thank you for this epiphany, man.
You're welcome. See, sometimes we
Oh my
chat, you don't have
god.
any real questions, and something comes up.
Ah,
Uh, on this epiphany topic, I had a similar epiphany when I realized I don't want to. By the way, your time was up 3 minutes ago, and my phone was on silent. Whoops! I
I
was
was
like,
like, I
wow,
feel
it's
like I'm
been a
just
while.
rambling on.
But real quick, I had this similar epiphany that like I obviously I said before, like I don't have time to both do the IT business and write songs and pitch songs so much. So I'm
Yeah.
training my assistant to do the pitching. Part of that is because I can make the product of the song and I can fix computers and make some money to afford said assistant, right? But I don't really have the time and I really don't want to do the pitching because I hate the
Yeah.
marketing aspect of things. Um, and so basically, I worked with her on kind of a form letter to alter as needed, and she's doing the initial contacts, right? Just sending it out there. So like she's been training the last 2 weeks, and like this week and into next week, she's going to be just sending stuff, and I'll respond if they respond because it'll come back to my email address. But she's
That's
getting
awesome.
all of that done, like because you got to send out like 100 emails to get 1 to 5 responses, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll see the responses and I can continue the conversation, but I don't have to waste the time, or not. It's not a waste of time, but I don't have the time right now. So I'm
Yeah.
duplicating myself. I'm having someone do the part I hate, which is the initial reach out.
Yeah.
And because even if I have the time, sometimes I don't do it because I just don't want to. Much like your position, where you're like, all I have to do is get on Instagram, but I don't want to
Yeah.
reach out
Dude,
to people.
literally every day I have to like either have some wine, not gonna lie. I either have to have some wine or I just have to like really pump myself up to do it.
Yeah,
It's not good.
good.
All
But
right,
there you
Josh.
go. You're a marketer
Since I appreciate that. Yeah, I will be a marketer. I am a marketer. Fuck it, I am a marketer.
for now.
Embrace it, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
Um,
kind of your business forever, pretty much. But eventually you can hire people to do the parts of the marketing that you really hate, and you can just be the
yeah,
voice and the creative and the whatever.
yeah. Until then. All right,
Until
Josh.
then.
What are your goals for this week?
Okay, so I think I've pretty much got everything, as I just hinted at. I got everything my assistant needs to really get rolling on the pitching, which is great. What I need to do is make that freaking website I was talking about. So I'm I want to break it down into something manageable, but not something so small that that I can easily do it. So I think maybe the homepage is a good idea. If I can get that
Cool.
homepage up, because that'll tell me what the brand looks like on a web page, got all the colors, got all the formatting, and then I can break down other pages in subsequent weeks. So that's my big, hairy, audacious goal. That kind of scares me a little bit, a lot more than last week, because I can't just like go, oh crap, night before it's due, better do it, because that'll. I mean, I could, but it's still going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make the homepage, and that'll be that. How
Okay.
about you?
Excellent. Okay, because because I don't trust myself to do shit
Laundry
because I'm a
list.
marketer now. I don't yeah, I'm going to give you my laundry list. Okay. So, uh the new like 10-minute reach out that I'm doing is called Clean Out the Cupboard. So I need to write a description for that and put it on the free resources section of my website.
Hmm.
And that'll be just like a 10-minute talk with moms. Um, Also, on my free resources, I'm going to be adding Clubhouse. And that means that I have to set up my Clubhouse. By that, I mean create a profile and then create a room for Mama What's in Your Pantry.
Hmm.
Um, I need to create Google Forms for my mini course and for Wellness Cucina, um, like feedback forms midway through and then at the end of the course.
Hmm. Hmm.
And there's something else. That's it.
Hey, that's a lot. That's a
I
lot.
know, I'm nervous, but I'm
You,
also excited because I have 7 days and now the fire is lit because I don't want to give my money to the NRA. So it's
hey,
great.
there you go. There you go. Well, good stuff. All right. So I'm excited to find. I've been thinking about having this webpage for like a year or more.
I'm
So
excited for you.
yeah, and it also like legitimizes me to the people I pitch to, because it is what I'm building, which is a licensing agency, even though it only has a few of my songs so far, but eventually they'll have more. But
Yeah,
to have a pitch come from a licensing agency with a real website, it is much more openable for the people receiving it than just like, hey, I'm a songwriter in Albuquerque. Hope you like it.
definitely.
So even though it's the same damn thing right now, it'll legitimize me to have a website. I'm excited,
Very nice.
terrified of donating money next week. So we'll see how this goes.
Oh my god. Guys, this is like the first time we've both had like very ambitious goals.
Right? Yeah. I think mine's doable. I just know how much other things I have going on next week, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah, just break it down. Break it down to baby steps. It'll be
Yep,
great.
we
It'll be
got it.
great.
I'm gonna do a little bit every day until it's done. That's what my
There you go.
plan. It's my plan.
All right, guys. That is a wrap on Kizzy Casual Friday. That was a new one. If
That
you
was
have
a
any
new one.
questions for Casual Friday, email us at unstuck.institute@gmail.com or hit us up on Instagram at unstuck.institute. If you are a small business, hit us up and we will go live with you on either Tuesday or Thursday with Unstuck Unplugged. So let us
Woohoo!
know. And if you haven't done so already, download our free PDF Lifebook to keep the ball rolling on your own productivity. Get your Lifebook today at unstuck.institute/lifebook. See you next week. Bye.